Hello, how you doing? Good to see you this week. We're going to jump right in, and I'm going to be referring to the textbook quite a bit in this video, so you may want to have that conveniently located so you can refer to the same pages. Today's video, we're going to cover thesis, transitions, and topic sentences. This will be an important component of your example essay as we think about essay organization and paragraph development. So, first thing I want to talk about is thesis statements. A thesis statement, as covered on both page 56 and page 237, is the main idea of your essay. This is a single sentence. It typically comes at the end of your introduction, the last sentence of your intro, and it states the main idea of your entire essay. Now, there are a couple things the thesis statement is not, and I'd like to express those to you right now, okay? On page 56, it does a great job of giving you examples of what the thesis statement is not, okay? It is not a general announcement of your topic, or saying what you are going to write about. So it gives exactly in the book, you do not want to do this. You do not want to write, in this paper, I plan to write about. In this essay, I will tell you about. Okay, those are not thesis statements. Those are announcements of your writing plan. Okay, and that's not a thesis statement. So let's look at a couple good thesis statements. If you turn to page 237, it actually gives us examples of thesis statements specifically for example essays, which you're doing for essay 2. And so it talks about college teams depend more on teamwork than on star athletes for success. Great. It's an announcement of what I am about to read about in this essay. Okay, it's the announcement of what the topic is, not what you plan to do in the essay. All right, so I want to give you an example of a couple student model essays and their thesis statements. So both of these essays are posted this week for you to read in full as examples as you work on your own. But I just wanted to show you real quick. Here is an example, raising chickens, raising children. There we go. I've highlighted it in yellow. Last sentence of the introduction, thesis statement. And here it is. Fact is, we simply believed that raising chickens helped raise children. Okay, so that is the main idea of this essay. And then the author goes on to provide a number of examples that support that idea. There's one. All right, let's go to the second essay. And again, I've highlighted it in yellow. Last sentence of the introduction, thesis statement. Raising cattle has blessed my life by providing my family and friends with homegrown beef, teaching my children valuable lessons, and having escaped from reality. Again, main idea, overview of the essay. And you can see this author actually broke it down into the 3 components. That's one style of writing a thesis. So I know he's going to provide examples about homegrown beef, teaching children lessons, and escape from reality. All right, so focus on your thesis statement. Think about how can I clearly state the main idea of my essay that makes sense in the last sentence of the introduction. So next point I want to move on to are transitions. Now, the textbook covers this, but it's in chapter 5, which we haven't read yet. So I want to go ahead and just point the page out to you so you can refer to it. It's page 79 in the textbook. You will see on page 79, turning there is a long list of transitions that you can use. And we're very familiar with transition words, the very transition words and phrases that are really common, such as, for example, also, although, as a result, in this time, therefore, to conclude. Those are all really common transition words and phrases that we use in our writing. But I want to point out a different way to transition, which is a bit more advanced and that can enhance our college level writing. And that is to use a key idea from the previous paragraph to segue into your next paragraph. So I will show you an example in this essay. I've highlighted it in green. So this student closes the previous paragraph with the sentence, "Raising cattle has given me many great experiences with my friends and especially my family." Okay, key idea, experience with family. Okay, now he starts the next paragraph with, "Driving down my pasture road with my toddler in tow." Okay, it's a more specific connection to the sentence he used to close the previous paragraph. So as the reader, it's already in my brain that this has been important for his family, and now all of a sudden transition into specific scene of him doing this with a family member. All right, I think here's just a more traditional style transition phrase, "as he gets older." Okay, so we move paragraphs, we start new paragraphs as we switch time, or we switch place, or we switch ideas. So for this student, he started a new paragraph because he transitioned in time. His son is getting older now. Okay, here we're moving chronologically until now. That's a transitional device. Okay, it brings me up to present time. So there's a few examples of how we can transition, both by using transition words as listed on page 79 in the textbook, or repeating a key phrase or expanding an idea that was mentioned in the previous paragraph. So think through that. I'll be looking for those in this essay. Last thing I want to talk about is topic sentences. Okay, the topic sentence is the main idea of the paragraph. So quick review, thesis is the main idea of the entire essay. Topic sentence is main idea of paragraph. And the book talks a bit about topic sentences on page 77, so you can refer to that for a quick overview of topic sentences. And I just wanted to show you a few in this essay as well. All right. Typically, the topic sentence comes in the beginning of the paragraph. It's not always that way, but it's really kind of a clear structure to paragraph writing if we state the topic sentence in the beginning of the paragraph. That way, as your reader, I know where you're headed in this paragraph. I know what idea you're developing. If I start to read your paragraph and I get halfway through and I start to get a little bit lost, I'm like, wait a minute, what's this? Where's this paragraph going? I will actually return to your first sentence and read your topic sentence and think, is this still on the same idea? Are we still in the same time, the same place, the same sub-idea? And if not, then I realized that you needed a new paragraph, okay, that you started to veer off course. So use those topic sentences as kind of the rock for each paragraph. All right, so a couple topic sentences as examples here. Now it includes the transition. Driving down my pasture road with my toddler in tow, I go to check cows. Okay, so this entire paragraph is about this experience of checking on cows with his toddler son. Okay, if he started to change ideas or time, he needs to start a new paragraph. It's no longer on that topic. Okay, next paragraph. As he gets older, it seems to be more of a chore than enjoyable for him. Okay, so it has the transition, and then it shifts, and this whole paragraph is essentially how his son starts to complain about having to check on cows, okay, that it becomes more of a chore. So that whole paragraph is developing. And I've got one more here. Until now, I haven't really thought about what having cattle has done for myself and my family's life. So, again, this whole paragraph is about the impact cattle has had in his life. Okay, so use your topic sentences as the rock, as the foundation for the idea that you're about to develop in that paragraph. It keeps your writing very clear for your audience, and it really helps to the flow so that I know where you're headed, and then the transition helps me move into the next idea. All right, so this week you are going to be drafting Essay 2, the example essay. Please review the Essay 2 assignment very carefully to make sure you are on track as you're drafting. And then by Sunday, September 30th, you will post that to DB Essay 2, and then next week we'll peer review. So happy writing, happy drafting, and let me know if I can help this week.